Welcome back to episode 24 of Where Whites Walk. We're reviewing the Harrogate game this week, and we're asking, is it too early to write off Mateo Joseph? Some Leeds fans have had enough, saying he's never going to make it. We'll get Jacob's opinions on that. We want your opinions. Put it in the comments as well. We're also choosing our December Player of the Month. AI is predicting all the Leeds home games. What will they come out with? We'll talk about that towards the end. And because January's rubbish, we're having a bit of fun, and we're choosing the Leeds worst ever starting 11 in the championship reign. Let's have a chat to Jacob. How are you, Jacob? To talk about the Harrogate game. I mean, you're through, but was it unconvincing?
It was just they made it. Credit to them. They came there and their game plan kind of worked really. Obviously, I think we scored. Obviously, it was second half, about 60th minute. So, but no, I was quite impressed with them. They were just really difficult to break down. We saw other teams struggle, like obviously Tottenham are through as well, but they, were taken to extra time by Tamworth. Liverpool took a bit of time to get going, so that's the FA Cup for you. But yeah, glad we're through, and let's see.
A nice easy tie
with Millwall and Daniel.
Yes. A nice easy tie. Were you a bit gutted about that result? Would you have preferred a big name away, or?
Yeah, I would have preferred a nice away day, but it should see us into round 5, hopefully.
Okay.
Especially being at Ellen Road as well.
Yeah, absolutely. However, the fallout from that, Jacob, has been discussions from lots of Leeds fans about strikers and the lack of them, and the need. Many people calling for the board to put some money out and go and help Farker out this transfer window and get a proper number 9 in. Lots of that's fallen on Mateo Joseph, and I want to get your opinions, and if that's okay. There are lots of people saying he's not good enough. He's never going to come good. This one in particular from I forgot the person. Danny. Sorry, he says if I'm Farker, I'm devoting the next 3 weeks to finding a striker, as Mateo Joseph is absolutely nowhere near the standard required. You can have all the pressing stats you want, but the eye test and ball retention with simple decision making tells the story more than anything. LUFC. All right, what do you make of Danny? He wasn't on his own. Many like that. What's your take on it?
No, yeah, I was a bit frustrated with him. He seemed a bit. It's a bit harsh, but he seemed a little bit selfish on the weekend. Sort of just trying to force a shot on goal, force an opportunity, and nothing was clicking for him. I mean, he hit the post. But yeah, he's just been a little bit on and off sometimes. He started quite well. He scored a few in pre-season. He scored against Hull as well, and he's got a few this season. But recently, he's just not been at the races really, and it's a shame that Pirro's not fit at the moment. And I don't really know what's going on with Gelhardt. I think he'd probably be out on loan sooner or later. So yeah, it's looking like we're going to need somebody else to cover Joel Pirro.
When Pirro's fit, he starts, doesn't he?
Yeah. No, he does. And he should be. He's proven it before at Swansea. His goal scoring ability, especially in the Championship, it's second to none. But yeah, we've just got to keep him fit, especially at home. But then, Mateo Joseph, he's a great young talent to bring on. We've seen what he does for the Spain under-21 side as well. He just needs more time, I feel. We're just sort of and it's a lot of pressure on him to sort of start, for Leeds in the Championship. Still quite a lot of pressure. He's still young, a lot of football to go.
Is it harsh, the criticism he's getting then? If we have a look at some more, I mean, people saying those, right? Joseph wins one flick on, and he's doing something, whereas Pirro, when actively involved in build-up, just gets ignored as if it's just a footballer passing a ball. The angles from people on social media this week have gone to knows. I also thought Joseph would be the 9 this season. Pre-season got me excited. Reality is about Joseph, he's not ready, and that's absolutely fine. Should we just leave him alone a little bit? He is young. He's still learning his trade, but people want the finished article, don't you? You're a promotion chasing team.
No, definitely. There's always been a lot of hype around him. We saw like for the under-21s how good he was, and then obviously last season he was sort of like that game against Chelsea. everybody thought, oh, he's going to be the next big thing, and I fully back that. We just got to give him more time, and not just put all this pressure on him that he should be banging a hat trick every game or stuff. But no, he definitely should have scored on the weekend, and I think he'll be annoyed that he didn't really take his chance.
Okay, let us know your thoughts in the comments, Mateo Joseph, just like you did last week, by the way. Just want to point out some of these, so thank you very much. It's Ken Jarvis. He said we won't go up if we don't get a decent 9 and 10 in ASAP. We're creating a bucket full of chances in most games to cover defensive howlers. So start pointing fingers up the pitch if you know anything about football, which is exactly what we're doing this week. So thanks for that, Ken. Love this from Zoe. Thanks, Zoe. Melier's been getting worse instead of improving. Parker has been missing his spectators' appointments. Has arrived. He's not called out Melier, has he yet? I mean, he did seem to call out Darlow a bit, but Melier gets away with everything. What did you think of Darlow?
Yeah, good. Yeah, solid. Obviously, he's not against championship opposition, but I thought he commanded his box quite well. He was catching quite a lot of things. Decision making at the back, whether to roll it out or lump it long, I thought was quite good. It's just a sort of a comfortable performance. He didn't really have to make too many crucial saves. I thought he was good, but he plays one game, then he'll be on the bench for the rest of the season now. And I think Parker's not going to give him a run of games, which will be a shame. But if we see the next FA Cup round, just put him in goal again.
Okay. Back to the Championship then, shall we? This weekend it's Sheffield Wednesday. Live on ITV. I mean, it's good that we're getting some free-to-air football, but they're not the best broadcasters, are we? Before we get into that game, though, drop us a subscribe, and we would really love making this content for you. Yeah, well, our target is 100. Can you get us to 100 subscribers? That would be absolutely amazing. And thank you for all the lovely comments that Jacob has been receiving. Let's talk about Sheffield Wednesday then. Of course, this was a game you played at Hillsborough on a Friday night earlier, way back in August. When you compare the side that Farker put out then to what we've got now, what are the obvious differences?
I feel Gruev is too quick to rush back. He came on for the last sort of 10 minutes, I think it was, on the weekend. So I think it's got to be Ampadu and Tanaka in there for me. That front four is pretty much the same. I don't know what's the situation with Joel Pirro is, whether he's going to be back fit or if he risks him. So we could even see that front four. Actually, no, saying that, I'd put Mano Solomon over Willie Gnonto on the left. We should be all right against Sheffield Wednesday at home. I think last season was 0-0. It was a bit of just a frustrating one where nothing was going in for us. But
you beat them comfortably at Hillsborough, didn't you? And,
yeah.
You've improved again since then. About Noto, you mentioned them there. There's rumours that he might be off to the Middle East or Asia. What do you make of those rumours? Should you sell? I mean, you must be tired of talking about Noto leaving Leeds.
There's been so many ups and downs with him. I don't know if the fee's good enough. Well, maybe we sell, but he's another one who's, I feel he's so good for this level of football to even have on the bench. And if Mano Solomon's been brilliant the past few months. I don't think Gnonto will play over him or start over him. Obviously, rotation's key, but Solomon and James have got those winger spots sorted for me at the moment. But we'll have to see with Gnonto. It's just a shame, really. That first season that he signed for us in the Premier League was really good. Really, really good. It may just be a confidence thing this season.
All right. So Sheffield Wednesday this weekend. Let's jump back to December, though, and get your player of the month for December. I'm going to guess where this is going to go, but who'd you give it to?
Mano Solomon. Mano Solomon for me. Obviously, he's popped up with a few. He's got a few assists as well, but it's just his quality out wide, just taking people on. Keeps the ball really well. He's got a good footballing brain. He can move the ball well. He crossed the ball quite well. We saw his assist for Ramazani on the weekend. I just think he's been really good, and he's only going to get better with more run of games.
Absolutely. He's got a controversial chant. What's your What's your view on that?
Yeah, controversial, definitely. I feel if we sort of maybe change the last few lines of that chant, it's a very catchy chant anyway. But I feel, keep the obvious out of football chants.
Okay, well said. So we've asked AI this week to have a look at all Leeds' remaining fixtures and predict how many points they're likely to pick up. Let's have a look at what happened. I mean, first of all, let's have a look at them fixtures there. I mean, there's nothing probably other than Sunderland that should worry Leeds at all, right the way through now to Bristol City on the 26th of April. Cardiff, with West Brom, I know it was 0-0 at their place, but you're at home. Millwall, Swansea, Preston, Stoke. You've got a really good run here, other than Sunderland, haven't you?
Yeah, we do. I genuinely can't see us losing any of those games, and that's not being cocky or anything. But our home form, everybody's seen it. It's a fortress. The only one that I'm looking at is obviously Sunderland, because obviously Sunderland will be up there. West Brom is always a little bit tricky with the way that they play, but actually Cardiff is a kind of a little bogey team for us in the Championship in recent years. So that's going to be one to look at. But yeah, we should be taking 3 points from nearly all of these games.
Yeah, it's not your home form. It's been a problem, has it? Perhaps other than Blackburn, it's been absolute fortress. And AI obviously predicts all of that. It actually says you'll get 26 points, only dropping points against West Brom, and Norwich. Weirdly, which must have looked at previous results for you, which always does seem to be a draw in that one. But yeah, it says you'll comfortably beat Sunderland. So yeah, what does AI know, hey? But you'd take that, wouldn't you?
100%. There's so many, no game's really easy in the Championship. We've seen that, especially the latter end of the season. In the running, obviously, last year we had Blackburn and Sunderland, who were struggling at the time. We didn't beat both of them, and that cost us promotion at home. So, we've got to see. But I'm confident with our remaining home games.
Okay. All right, let us know what you think in the comments below, and if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. It would be amazing for us to wake up one morning in 7 days' time and see us closer to 100 subscribers. Thank you so much. Finally, then this week we're in the month of January. It's a pretty rubbish month. We all know that. Everyone's skint, so we thought we'd have a bit of fun and come up with the worst possible Leeds 11, going right the way through from goalkeeper to striker. We'll do strikers next week. It's going to be a flat 4-4-2. We'll also pick a manager as well. But this week we're picking the worst goalkeeper that Leeds United have had since the Championship began in 2004, 20 odd years ago. Jacob, who would you put between the sticks?
Oh, we have had a few. We've had greats, and we've had some that are just silly. But for me, from my time properly watching Leeds throughout the Marcelo Bielsa era, I'm going to give it to Kiko Casilla. We all thought, signing a Champions League winner from Real Madrid, this guy would get us promoted comfortably and have the record number of clean sheets or whatever. And ultimately, that derby game, he's cost us. He's cost us massively. That mistake he clatters in with Cooper, I think it was, and then for some of the others, like that final one as well, just rushes out of his goal. He's just clueless. So Kiko Casilla for me.
Okay. Let us know if you can beat that. I'm sure some Leeds fans will be coming on going, well, he was bad, but he wasn't as bad as
he wasn't. Yeah.
Let us know in the comments. Right, thanks very much, Jacob. Appreciate you coming back on this week. Next week, of course, we'll look at the world's Leeds' worst strikers, and we're also obviously looking back at the weekend game at Sheffield Wednesday. Enjoy the Sunday game. We'll be watching live on ITV this weekend. Thanks so much, Jacob. Thank you very much for watching 20 minutes of Leeds chats and other ones in the bag. See you next week.